Hello everyone. Uh, this is your question number 9 of your miscellaneous exercise of chapter number 2. So here we have to prove that tan inverse root x is equals to half cos inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x. So in this question what we are doing, I'm taking the right hand side first. So here I'm taking right hand side. So this is your right hand side of your question. Okay. So after this step, at a place of x, I am putting tan square theta. What I am doing at a place of x, I am putting tan square theta. So it would be half cos inverse bracket open 1 minus, at a place of x tan square we are putting. So it would be 1 minus tan square theta over 1 plus tan square theta. Fine. So now you can see that this is a formula of cos 2 theta. So this is a formula of cos 2 theta. So half cos inverse, and at a place of this I am putting cos 2 theta. Cos and cos will cancel out and you will get half into 2 theta. 2 and 2 will cancel out and you will get theta. So the value of theta you can calculate from here. See, this is x equals to tan square theta. So this square will come here. So it would be root x is equals to tan theta. Okay, root x is equals to tan theta. So tan inverse will come here. So it would be tan inverse root x, that is equal to theta. So this is the value of theta. Okay, so at a place of theta I am putting tan inverse root x. So this is your left hand side. This is what which you have to prove. So this is your left hand side, hence LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Got it? So this is your question number 9. Fine. Now we have to solve question number 10. So here is a question number 10. So this question is given to us and we have to prove that this part equals to x by 2. Okay. So first of all I am taking left hand side, and in left hand side what I am doing, I am rationalizing the denominator. What I am doing, I am rationalizing the denominator, and we will get, see what we will get after rationalization. So we will write cot inverse, this and this will same into, we have to write the denominator this one, and we have to change the sign. So you have to write under root 1 plus sin x plus 1 minus sin x over this and upon this. Okay, you know how to rationalize it. Okay, so after that this and this will be under root 1 plus sin x plus 1 minus sin x whole square, because this and this is same. So I am writing this whole square. In denominator you will get this minus this and this plus this. That means here you can apply the formula. 1 plus sin x is your A and 1 minus sin x is your B. So A minus B, A plus B. So what is the formula? A square minus B square. So I'm writing under root 1 plus sin x whole square minus 1 minus sin x whole square. Got it? Now in numerator part what I am doing, I am applying a formula of A plus B whole square. So what is the formula? A square. So when you will you will do the square of this term, so under root will be cancelled out. So it would be 1 plus sin x. So 1 plus sin x plus b square. So when you will do b square, so under root will cancel out. It would be 1 minus sin x. So 1 minus sin x plus 2ab plus 2. A is your under 1 plus sin x and 1 minus sin x. This is your b. So I am writing this. Okay, 1 plus sin x should become before, but in multiplication as you know that a into b or b into a both are same. So I am writing like this. And in denominator when you will do the square of the under root will cancel out, and in denominator you will get 1 plus sin x. So 1 plus sin x minus minus, and this would be 1 plus sin x because negative sign is outside, so you will change the sign of this. 1 plus sin x, or you are doing square, so under root and square will cancel out. Now this sin x is positive and this sin x is negative, so this and this will cancel out. 1 and 1 will cancel out. So in numerator you have to have 1 plus 1. In numerator you have to write 2 plus, this is 2 under root, this is your 1 minus sin x into 1 plus sin x. So it would be 1 minus sin square x. And in denominator this will be sin x, that would be 2 sin x. Okay, now I think this, up to this step, all the steps are clear. Now see, 2 plus, now you can take 2 as common, so it would be 1 plus, and at a place of 1 minus sin square I am writing cos x, because 1 minus sin square will be cos square x and it is in root, so root and square will cancel out, so it would be cos x, and you are taking 2 as common, so it would be 1 plus cos x, 1 plus cos x, and in denominator you have to write 2 sin x, so 2 sin x. 2 and 2 will cancel out, and in the numerator part at a place of cos x I am applying this formula, 2 cos square x minus 1, and at a place of this again I am applying this formula. Got it? 1 and 1 will cancel out, and then 2 and 2 this will cancel out, cos and cos will cancel out, and you will get cos x by 2 sin x by 2, like this. So this term will you have to write. Cos upon sin, that would be cot x by 2, cot and cot inverse will cancel out, it will give you x by 2. This is what which we have to prove. So LHS, you have to LHS is equals to RHS, hence proved. Got it? Now question number 11 is same as question number 10. So you have to try that question number 11 you will solve if you are able to understand the concept which I have used in question number 10. Okay, now I'm solving question number 12. If you have doubt in question number 11 you can ask, fine. If you are not able to solve you can send me, so I will solve. But now here I am solving question number 12. So this is your question number 12. Okay, so first of all I am taking the left hand side of the question, here it is, and now after taking now we can see that 9 by 4 is coming common. So what I am doing, I am taking 9 by 4 as common. So it will, here you will get pi by 2 minus minus, and 9 by 4 is common, so here you have to write sin inverse 1 by 3. Now, so this is a formula of cos inverse 1 by 3. Okay, because I think you have done this formula, that is equals to pi by 2. Okay, so I have used this formula here at a place of this, because pi by 2, when you will bring this sin inverse here, so you will get cos inverse. So at a place of this I am writing this cos inverse 1 by 3. Okay, and 9 by 4 will remain the same. And now what I am doing, I am taking this cos inverse 1 by 3, I am assuming that this cos inverse 1 by 3 is theta, and when this cos will come here you will write cos theta equals to 1 by 3. The formula of cos is based upon hypotenuse, so you have to write a right angle draw a right angle triangle in which you have to apply Pythagoras theorem, and you will get perpendicular, that is 2 root 2. Okay, then your sin theta will be perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so that will be 2 root 2 over 3, like this, and this sign you have to bring on the right hand side. So your theta is equals to sin inverse 2 root 2 by 3, like this. So this is your theta. So now this is your theta. Okay, so at a place of this I am putting sin inverse 2 root 2 by 3. So 9 by 4 will remain the same. So at a place of this I am writing sin inverse 2 root 2 by 3. Now this is what which you have to prove. Okay, so now your LHS is equals to RHS, hence proof. So this is how we can solve our question number 12. Got it? Now we have to solve another question, that is your question number 13. So here it is. In this question, this whole equation is given to us and we have to solve it, and we have to find out the value of the variable, which is x. See how we can solve. This is your 2 tan inverse cos x, that is equal to tan inverse 2 cosec x. Okay, so here we have a formula. I think you have done this formula. Tan 2 tan inverse x, that is equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. If you will compare this with this, your x would be cos x. Okay, so your formula will be tan inverse 2, here tan inverse 2x and here just we have to replace x with cos x. Fine, and your formula will be this, and your right hand side will remain the same, but at the place of cosec x we can write 1 upon sin x. So I have just written at the place of cosec x, that is 1 by sin x. Now I think this step is clear. Okay, just in this formula you have to replace x by cos x. Okay, so you have 2 cos x, 1 minus cos square x. So here it is. Fine. Now both are tan inverse, and now we can compare the angle both sides. So you cannot cut these two angles. Please remember that we cannot cut these two. Okay, so here we will compare the angles. Fine. So your angle will be this. 2 and 2 will cancel out, and then you have to cross multiply. After cross multiplication you will get this step, and this sin x will cancel out with sin square x. So here you have to write sin x, and here you have to write cos x, and this cos x will come in the denominator of this like this, and here you have to write 1. Fine. So sin x upon cos x, that would be tan x. So tan x equals to 1. So at a place of 1 you can write tan pi by 4. Fine. Then when you will compare, you will get x equals to pi by 4. This is the final answer of this question. Okay, so this is how we can solve question number 13. Now here we have a question number 14, and again this equation is given to us and we have to find out the value of the variable. So our variable is x. Fine. So in the first step is this is half. So I'm bringing this 2 with this tan inverse 1 minus x and over 1 plus x. So this is your first step. Okay, I'm bringing this 2 on the left hand side, and this will remain tan inverse x. And for this we have a formula. Okay, the formula is 2 tan inverse x, that is equals to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. So this is a formula which you have to apply at a place of this. So this whole is your x. Okay, so the formula is tan inverse 2x, tan inverse 2. Now you have to apply this formula. So at a place of this I'm applying this formula, so you will get this part. Okay, this 1 minus x, 1 plus x, this whole is your x. So here at a place of x you have to put this whole, then you will get this step. And on the right hand side the tan inverse x will remain the same. But now here you have to do simply, you have to do some algebra. You have to take LCM. Okay, in the denominator. So after taking LCM you will get this step. Okay, and after that we can see here this 1 plus x will cancel out with x square, and this 1 plus x will come in the numerator part, and you have to apply the formula here and here, and you will get this whole step. Fine. So here you have to write 2 1 minus x, and this 1 plus x will come in the numerator, and in denominator you have to expand using the formula. So here I'm using the formula of a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square plus 2ab minus minus, and again you have to apply a minus b whole square like this. Fine. So 1 will cancel out, x4 and x4 will cancel out. This is 2x, this is 2x. Fine. And that is equal to tan inverse x. After this step, now I think up to this step everything is clear. Okay. Now after this step, when you will add or subtract, you will get this. Fine. That is equal to tan inverse x. Now you have to compare the angle both side and you will get this step. Okay, this 2 and 2, this 2 and 4 will cancel out, and here you will get 2. So 1 minus x square upon 2x is equals to x. After this you have to cross multiply, and 1 minus x square, that is equal to 2x square. You will get this step, and this x square will come on the right hand side. 2x square plus x square, that would be 3x square, and that is equals to 1, and 3 will come in the denominator. X square equals to 1 by 3, and your x would be 1 by root 3 plus minus. So this is your answer. Okay, now rest of the questions you can solve very easily, and the MCQ part you have to solve. If you have doubts, you can ask. So from NCERT your chapter is completed now. Okay, if you're not able to solve any question, you can ask me again. Okay, if this chapter is not clear, you can watch the video again on the YouTube channel. Okay, you have a facility for this and you can utilize this facility. Okay, bye bye, take care. Now the next chapter which we will start in our next class, that would be continuity and differentiation, and that is very important chapter. Okay, bye bye, take care.